Previously on the Stars of Huzuz.
You make your way into this oasis. I'm Najib Al-Assad.
God damn, it's so hot.
We're here for your star singing.
You bring me an apple from that tree. If it's sweet, I can trust you.
Kneel down and place the apple.
The 9 mystics who dwell in the Spire of Core.
My camel's gonna follow y'all's camel.
We need your stuff.
Open fire!
You owe us one for not killing you.
I jump on the coffin.
Aren't these the mystics we need to talk to?
Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of The Stars of Huzuz. Wasn't that last episode something? Say, what's your favorite apple-based treat? Guess what? You get to let us know. Hop on down to the description below, click on that Discord invite, which now works. It maybe wasn't working for you previously, and check out our new Question of the Week feature, where you can give us your awesome opinion on important subjects. My name is Ben Brady. We are the Troubadours. Let's meet that adventuring party.
I'm Emily Blair, and I play Sir Reginald Wellington III.
I'm Ashley Marie Robillard, and I'm also Selene Nightshade.
My name is Jessie, and I play Charla.
I'm Allie Haas, and I play Beetle.
I am Philippe Lesperance. I am playing Gilbert Heatherington.
I am Jacob O'Shea, and I play Billowby Fiddlefern.
My name is Tom Lynch, and I play Kailu Yingwye Gwestedir.
And without further ado, onward, Wadendra!
Okay, so Ben called these guys mystics. Are these 8 of the 9 mystics that are protecting the thingy?
That's what I'm worried about.
And are we gonna have to fight like a boss mystic?
The first to go will come out of his coffin and is closest to Gilbert. He's going to attempt to get about this close to you as he begins in his skeletal form, using his hands to sort of weave this fiery, sandy magic. And he will cast in your direction a cone of 15 feet.
Ooh. Oh.
Just missing his friend, but capturing both you and Beetle. You will make for me a dexterity saving throw as his skeletal hands send out fiery, skeletal, magical hands that extend out in a cone, casting burning hands. So each of you will make a dexterity saving throw of 12 is the DC.
And here I decided not to improve my dexterity today. 7.
And Beetle?
I got a 3.
So you will take the full 10 fire damage.
Well, shit.
I would like to cast, as a reaction, Absorb Elements.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Tell me about it.
The spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of my next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type and the spell ends.
Damn.
I now have resistance to fire, and then when I do a melee attack, I'll have 1d6 of fire that I can add to it.
Selene, you're up.
Cool. I am going to send message to this guy. I'm gonna point my finger in a non-threatening manner and whisper the message. We apologize for causing any offense. We mean no harm and seek aid at the behest of Najib bin Kamal al-Assad. And then they can whisper back to me a response.
Okay, so you're talking to the closest one, is that right?
Yes.
He clearly understands the message, and why don't you roll a persuasion first of all?
Woo! Okay, I got 24.
With the 24, this one certainly looks interested in communicating with you. For now, it will take in this message with your roll of a 24.
I'm just gonna shout to my companions. I'm trying to see if we can maybe chat. I feel like these might be the mystics we're trying to talk to.
Beetle, it's your turn.
So in that moment, this fireball whooshes around him, and after the fire clears and it sort of almost absorbs into his giant eyes, he has cast primal savagery on himself, and now there's like fire burning in his giant creepy eyes, and his nails are super duper long, and he's gonna slash. Is it still coming out of the box? He wants to try and no, stab its face back so it goes back in.
So I'll say, yeah, because you're on top of it, you can even do that melee attack with advantage because it's still trying to push its way out of this coffin.
So 16 to hit.
Hit.
Yes! Okay, so first I'll do 2d10 and then 1d6. So 11 acid damage.
Okay, it will do the full 11 acid damage.
Yes. And then that'll be 3 fire.
Cool. So you channel that fire back out through your primal claws and do that full damage. To the one next to you, certainly effective.
I jump on the box more, trying to like squish his fingers.
All right, yeah. He's struggling.
Like in Hocus Pocus.
Ow. He doesn't speak, but his facial expression.
Witch! Trollop!
Exactly. Next up is the one over on the western side. It will turn towards the group that has gathered by the door, and it will take a step out of its coffin, and ready, it seems to be gathering several large fiery balls around its hands, and will send some scorching rays. It'll split them between 3 of you. It'll go 1 for Kai, 1 for Selene, and 1 for Billowby. So it'll be 3 attack rolls. 16 to hit you, Kai.
Hits.
18 to hit you, Selene.
Rude.
And a 19 to hit you, Billowby.
That hits.
So as each of these searing, scorching rays are shot out at you, Kai, you'll take 5 fire damage. Selene, you will take 9. And Billowby, you will take 5. Next is the one that's engaged with you, Beetle.
Aww. Like for marriage?
I'll say I'll give it a bonus check. Yeah, no, he's easily able to still get out of the coffin and stand beside you.
Wow!
You will usher himself over to this side of the coffin. Once again, he will get both you and Gilbert, so you'll again do that dexterity saving throw.
Ah!
12.
Nope, I will not succeed.
You just succeed, Gilbert.
Ugh.
You're getting scorched from the front and the back, but unfortunately you won't take the full 13, you'll just take 6. Beetle, you unfortunately will take the full 13. This one, on the other end of the room, one of them will approach the sundial.
Oh boy.
It'll get close to it, and it will use a cantrip of fire magic, not to attack, but to send a fire bolt wrapping around the sundial, so that the light of the fire bolt, which whirs around the entire circumference of the sundial, casts a light, and the shadow moves in a reversed clock order around. As it completes a rotation, he will step back, and everyone in the room hears a as the sundial begins to spin. As that happens, those slats of black stone on the ceiling will slowly unveil, and through what's being revealed from the ceiling is a lens that, even in the early morning, can amplify the sunlight that comes in from the top.
Oh
no.
Shit.
It's like Interview with a Vampire.
We'll roll for the speed at which it unwinds, but down upon the stairs will begin to let great beams of sunlight down, such powerful beams that certainly look like massive amounts of damage that could be dealt to anyone in those spots. But for now, it starts at the top of the stairs and it's making its way down.
No.
Yikes.
No.
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
My fair
Yikes,
skin.
Yikes.
No.
And a great heat emits from them, even from high above you. That is that one's turn. Next up is Reggie.
Celine?
Yeah.
Do I slice and dice or
Thoughts?
That's up to y'all.
I'm going to get the guy that's shooting Beetle right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slash him with my great sword. 11.
Perhaps you're a little distracted by the great sunlight that's coming through, and you do not connect with this first attack.
Gosh darn it. So I'm gonna attack him again. 13.
13 is just enough for you to connect, Reggie.
God.
Yeah.
I'm a good knight. The apple said so. 11 slashing damage.
All right, so next up is Kai.
Kai's gonna move next to Reggie here.
Hello, good sir.
Hello, good sir. And then I'm going to shoot a lightning bolt towards these two guys. Stroke of lightning, forming a line of 100 feet long, 5 foot wide blast in your chosen direction. Each creature in the line must make a dex save of 15.
Yeah, neither of them are going to succeed that.
Yeah!
So you take 8d6 of lightning damage.
Roll it out.
So that's 26 damage to all of them.
So they'll both take 26. It's not quite enough to just totally evaporate them, but it's a lot. Many of their bones just disintegrate in this lightning blast. They're both looking very near whatever death is for a dead thing, but both standing still.
Through that lightning bolt, you just see Kai, all of a sudden his hand becomes like a dragon claw, and it just fires out this huge beam of lightning.
Excellent.
Selene is looking very intently at that hand.
As soon as the spell dissipates, it just fades back into his normal hand.
Next up is Gilbert, followed by some baddies.
This move, I know, will cause a opportunity attack, but I'm still going to do it.
He has a dagger that he will try to get you with as you move away. He will hit you.
Damn it. Okay.
Oh no.
So you will take the full 5
Oh.
piercing damage. He got you somewhere pretty vital with his dagger as you make your way away.
Bro, that tickled a little bit.
He'll bare his skeletal teeth at you.
Little scratch. I will use my channel divinity. Turn undead. I speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that can be seen within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw of a DC 16.
Whoa.
Okay, so these are very much undead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. The highest that any of them rolled is a 15.
Woo!
So they will all be
Yeah.
turned.
Yeah.
What does this look like?
Yay.
Gilbert instinctually just kind of like lets out this roar that almost sounds like millions of flies.
Whoa.
You can see in their skeletal expressions that they can make. They're freaked out and they start to like run away.
Yeah.
You can see skeletalness in Gilbert's face.
Very cool. As this begins to take effect on the 6 of them, this mechanism, which is now activated, the sundial part is beginning to twist in the middle as well. From below, as the mechanism sort of shifts and layers go down, a platform rises from the center.
There's number 9.
Uh-oh.
The bid bag.
And out comes another skeletal caster. This one, you can see, Gilbert, is similar in many ways, except for that this one has this kind of clockwork contraption wrapped around its arm and part of its body.
It's the chrono
So
clock.
as it emerges from the sundial, it looks around at the room and seems to use this object.
My heart just went into my butt. Like, I'm so nervous.
So what this guy's going to do, Philippe,
is go back into the ground.
he will first cast Magic Missile, shooting 3 missiles out.
Oh no.
Counterspell, level 3.
Oh shit.
That's not happening!
Not today!
No, you don't. My earring glows a little bit, and then my index finger becomes a claw, and then the spell dissipates.
Hell yeah. He will, obviously taken aback by this, turn his clock and seems to accelerate through time. His skeletal eyes almost say, "Yes, I do," as he now casts it again at 2nd level this time.
Fucking Chronica.
Wasn't expecting that.
I only have a bush, Ben.
So he will shoot 4 magic missiles.
Oh boy.
At me?
All at Gilbert. Gilbert's dead.
Rough.
He will shoot them at...
No.
Turn undead ends when they take damage, right?
Yes.
He will shoot these 4 missiles at 4 of his friends.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. Ben, this is some of your best work yet. Wow, that was really creative.
Yeah.
These guys are smart. He will, still in this kind of like time warp, slowing down and bending time, move rather quickly as if accelerating through time. He moves to the opposite side of the room, backing away strategically and in sort of hyper time as his device continues to click around his anatomy. That's his turn. Next up is this guy who's having a hell of a time. He was considering the thoughts that he heard in his head from one of these intruders. He took major damage from some lightning, and now he has turned. So he just has to use his movement to run as far away from you as possible. Is that right?
Yep.
He will try to run up these stairs. Of course, as he runs through, you all can get some opportunity attacks.
I was gonna say.
Do I get can I attack him?
Yeah.
Take some wax, that's for sure.
Selene first, followed by Billowby, then Kai, then Reggie.
Oh, I'm not hitting them.
Okay. Yeah, because he's the one you talked to.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will go ahead and try and cast Chill Touch on it.
Okay.
22.
Hit.
A skeletal hand is going to basically slap this guy as he runs by me, dealing 13 damage.
On the butt.
It will fall into a pile of chili bones.
Chili bones?
And Reggie, you can baseball swing at the...
I will.
As it collapses, the head stays for just like a Looney Tunes second, and Reggie can just like...
The next mystic to go was for a moment turned, his entire being overpowered by this strong clerical magic, but then a little bit of damage snapped him back into reality, and he identifies Gilbert here as a huge threat. He will hurl 3 different scorching rays in your direction.
Uh-oh.
So I'll make 3 different spell attacks on you.
And AC is 14.
Hit, miss, hit.
Shit.
Oof.
So they will each do 3d6 damage to you.
Fuck!
Yikes.
The first will do 8, the second does not connect, and the third will do 10.
All right.
Charla,
How fast is this sun moving?
how about you make like a quick perception or something?
I will percept the hell out of this. 21.
With a 21, you get the feeling that the way it's set up, once it reaches the bottom of the stairs, it won't continue into the rooms.
Cool, so it's just like mood lighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Ambiance. I don't have any magic. I need to learn some magic. Y'all need to teach me some magic. I think I'm gonna just break up my bush, and there's just gonna be an amazing, lovely shrubbery in this room now.
You'll pull out the bush and hide right here in plain sight in your bush with a stealth check, and that'll be a bonus action.
Yeah.
And then you can make an attack roll.
22!
Nobody notices the bush that's been there the whole time, and now you can attack with advantage from your hiding spot.
Interior decor added. Yeah, this guy with my short bow. Hey! Hashtag nat 20.
21 sneak attack damage on top of the regular 11 piercing damage.
Yeah.
32 damage from this arrow.
Dang!
What's ever left of this skeleton is skewered like a shish kebab as this arrow annihilates it.
Yes!
It's an Urukai arrow.
That is exactly like the thing. I'm like, just like from the forest, just like, pew, pew, pew.
The one who just saw his buddy die here
Was like, where the heck did that come from?
will race in and try to see who did that,
Nobody, nothing.
and will weave some fire in his hands as he approaches.
Sorry.
And again, some fiery hands will shoot out at Selene and Billowby, and Kai will make a dexterity save of 12.
12?
I got 14.
6.
So you'll take the full 9, Billowby. Those of you who succeeded will take only 4 damage. Next is Billowby, and then top of the round.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
Dope.
Sick.
Billowby is going to be like, oh, this is going to hurt. And the temperature in the room immediately drops as hail starts to form.
It's about to get very cold in here.
And this 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder blizzard is going to start forming around these 4. They all have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
But what's the time wizard going to do?
Their spell DC is 15. It looks like one of them succeeded.
Yes, the one that succeeded happens to be the big boss.
Ah, come on. All right, so they'll take half damage. That's 10 bludgeoning damage and 13 cold damage.
Nice.
Sweet.
And I'm actually going to put this up as a linger because this 20-foot radius is going to be difficult terrain until my next turn.
They are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, so they'll take another 8 bludgeoning damage. Which means this one's gonna die in the storm. This one is pretty close. This one is pretty close as well.
But what's the time wizard going to do?
He will, as the damage happens, use his reaction to turn the fate of the one beside him ever so slightly. So as the ice is bashing on him, he will gather some fiery strength and use that fiery strength to use an action. You are in range, Billowby. He will shoot his scorching ray at you, all 3 bolts.
This is as a reaction?
It's the boss's reaction giving this guy an action.
Gotcha.
2 hits and a miss, it looks like.
That is correct.
The skeletal mystic who was in the storm with Gilbert, who has just been spewing fire, and some of the flames on the tips of his skeletal fingers were extinguished as this storm came in, and he will descend that cone of burning hands.
The cone of fire.
This will reach both Gilbert and Beetle. And both of you will make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Ow!
Oh, son of a bitch. 4. I'm fucked.
I got a 13.
A 13 is indeed enough that you will not take the full damage.
Hey.
I'd like to climb inside the coffin and close the lid really quick. Scurry in and close it as the fireball goes over us.
Only half of it gets around as you just are able to get some of the coffin lid up to protect your face. But you take half of 5 too, and you'll only take 5, Gilbert.
2 1s and a 3.
The frost is definitely affecting how much fire this guy can get out of his fingertips. Next up is Beetle.
Ow! I'm just gonna cast Ice Knife.
Ice Knife.
When in doubt, Ice Knife. Come on.
Ice Knife it
Don't
out.
doubt it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna go for the guy in the purple down here.
Yeah, that's the leader, the one who has been using the chronometer against you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that guy. Here I go! 18 plus 8.
That will certainly hit. The ice knife does hit him, and then it explodes.
So he'll have to make a dex save. I'll roll the d10 of damage. Oh, shit.
He will take the full damage from whatever the initial hit is.
Dex of 16.
He will fail.
Yay! Woo-hoo. So he'll take 2d6 additional. 12.
All right, so through this ice storm, a spike of ice thrusts through, collects a little bit of additional frost, and then comes out the other end and gets him right in the exposed ribcage and explodes. Certainly does a significant amount of damage.
And slowly through the ice storm, he looks to see who did that. And he just sees Beetle's weird green, orange, glowing eyes popped out of the coffin. Just Tag, you're it.
Fabulous. Next up is Selene.
I'm gonna sort of look in the ice storm and somehow find Billowby's form in it and just go, Billowby, stay cool, kid, as a joke considering Billowby is a storied person. And I'm gonna wink.
Dearie, I'm right beside you.
And it doesn't matter. I'm gonna still wink and give you bardic inspiration. In a weird turn of events, not that that's a strange sentence for me to say, I am going to go this way.
I was picturing Selene going through being excuse me, pardon me.
Pardon me, don't mind me, pardon me.
Excuse me?
If I move...
You just scooch right past you.
If you want to not be near the dial, I would suggest it!
What?
And I would like to cast Darkness, because it fits, I think, pretty much perfectly on that little dial. So Magical Darkness is going to spread from a point that I choose. If it overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of 2nd level or lower, the spell that created that light is dispelled.
Okay, cool. I like this plan.
Okay, then I'm going to put it here. It's just shy of Gilbert. So it does get one of the skeletons, but absolutely gets the clock face. That light seems bad right now. And she's looking at the fire that just went that way and looking at the friends and just winked at Billowby and then just goes, ha! Splats darkness out like an octopus.
Fabulous. This inky black circle of darkness totally covers the sundial.
Like starless night sky.
As well as the one mystic who was there trying to activate it. We will see what the effect of that is when the mechanism's turn comes. Next up is the skeletal mystic who is surrounded by the 3 of you in the northeast part of the room. Panicked, he will turn around and he will look at the shiny metal armor of Reggie. His skeletal fingers will tingle with electricity as he touches you and casts Shocking Grasp.
Oh, that's no fun.
Because it is on metal, it is an attack with advantage.
Oh, shit!
Could you not?
I was just playing Zelda and it started to rain and all my shit blew me the fuck up.
Does an 18 hit you these days, Reggie?
Yeah, it hits.
The electricity will indeed course through your armor into your body, dealing 4 damage. You take this damage, and as it's jolting through you, you are unable to take reactions until the start of your next turn.
What?
Rude.
You're just still
The next mystic to go, who was operating the mechanism, now finds himself totally encased in darkness, and I will roll to see if he can even stumble out of this darkness, because he cannot see anything.
I mean, it doesn't have eyeballs.
With a decent enough perception, he will stumble back out. The only individual he can see from here is certainly Selene. So, getting rather upset now that his plans are being foiled, he will summon all 3 bolts of another gigantic scorching ray.
Jesus.
So these will be 3 separate attacks at Selene.
Ooh, mama.
14 to hit.
Nope.
Then a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Then a 21 to hit. So what's your AC, Selene?
Fuck!
That's petty.
Unfortunately, the 21 does hit. I'm at 19 right now with my shield up.
Well, okay.
What the fuck? Fucking clerics, man.
So the shield will delect one will just whir away, but the last scorching bolt will make its way into your body and deal,
Ow.
9 fire damage.
Ow.
Okay, I have to roll to see if I maintain darkness.
Oh, good call. Thank you.
I do!
Yay! Good. This guy had the turn of the mechanism. You will all notice that the unveiling of the ceiling with this darkness in the center covering that light that was surrounding the sundial, it will start to slow down. So instead of it opening at the rapid pace before, it will only open a little bit more, and then it'll come to a halt.
Oh, good.
Haha! Way to go, Selene!
Woo! Thank you!
She said a little singed.
Thank you so much.
So next is Reggie.
Reggie looks at the skeletal guy and goes, "That was really rude." And then he attacks him with his greatsword.
Yeah, chop him up.
And with advantage, because you're definitely flanking.
I crit.
Yeah!
All right, let's roll some greatsword damage.
Amazing.
12 plus 7.
That's why they call it a great sword.
Yeah, what does this look like, Reggie?
Fuck yeah. So his sword is still, like, shocked, like, electricity a little bit. And so he goes, "That was mean." And then he, like, just slices into it. And then the electricity goes into the guy and shocks him. And he kind of looks like when that doll in Nightmare Before Christmas gets electrocuted and it's just, like, the hair is standing up. And
Nice.
I see it.
Excellent.
I see
Love it.
The hair that's still attached to the skull because hair doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Kai is next.
All right, magic missile on the guy that's close to Billowby. I'm going to cast it at level 2.
All right, this mystic stands not yet having been harmed.
Yes. So I shoot 4 dots of magic for force damage. So that guy takes 9 points of force damage.
These missiles automatically connect, as you well know. Dum dum dum. Play his bones like a xylophone and do 9 damage. They're like little hammers. Dum dum dum.
They just go pinball in his ribcage.
Ding, 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 ding. Anything else?
I'm gonna move right here, just on the edge of the storm. Gilbert, get out of there!
You have cold on your left and darkness on your right, and both in a Venn diagram overlapping directly in front of you.
Here I am, stuck in the
Thank you.
As you shout to Gilbert, it is Gilbert's turn.
It's cold, it's dark, it's hot, I was born in the tropics, I'm not built for this shit. So he's going to move out of the vortex, and he's going to first cast False Life at 4th level. So that's bolstering myself with necrotic facsimile of life. You gain 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points for the duration, but I'm casting at 4th level, so I gain 5 additional hit points for each spell slot above 1.
All right.
I get an extra 22 health.
Whoa.
Nice.
That puts me at 84.
Excuse me? That's an insane
That is an
amount.
insane
You
amount.
look very healthy.
Man, you're glowing.
Brother, do you lift? You look incredible.
Thank you. Then he's like, I'm sick of this shit. And he casts Ray of Sickness. Did we determine last time if they're immune to poison?
How about you do like a nature or arcana check? Because these things are dead. You should know a little bit about what will work on them.
That's 14.
Poisoning is probably not the best way to deal with something that's already dead.
All right, so we're going to cast Blight at the 4th level.
Oh boy.
Oh, Blight.
That's a big boy.
On this folk.
Okay. This one's still fairly healthy, so...
Destroy him!
That's 34 damage.
What? Do I make a save? Or...
Don't even bother.
Just take it. Take it like a man. Take it on the chin.
Take it, coward. Come
You
on.
need to get a con save of 16.
Well, with my con save of natural 1, what does this look
That's what I'm fucking
I just
talking about.
you see the already dried and shriveled skeleton just lose any remaining moisture that it has until it turns into a fine powder, like after you've cremated something.
You like suck all the marrow out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The driest of dry bones.
We could sell that to some painters.
It's true.
That's what you get for making me hot!
Whoa!
It's like, whisper to Billowby, like, don't feed this boy any shrooms or anything like that.
He will lose his mind.
Hey, he's too young for it anyway.
Good.
I'm gonna use my remaining movement just to move up next to Beetle and be like, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm ready to take a little nap. You think you guys have this handled?
I mean, I hope so.
I believe in you. You're really, really impressive. Whatever you just did to that guy was terrifying.
Oh, pshaw, it's nothing.
No.
Can it just be Gilbert's turn the rest of the time?
As you finish more of your terrifying magic, Gilbert, the clearly leader with the chronolometer, will turn to you, and first will use a certain feature of the device. Rolling a d6, they will seemingly slow down time a little bit, and their reaction speed goes up a little bit. He is definitely focused on you, Gilbert. What he is going to do is he is going to look at Gilbert's bracers, and he's going to observe them for a moment.
Oh no!
Though they appear almost obsidian and glass-like, he will identify that they were more of a mathic nature than a felsic nature.
Those are the two different types of minerals that make up lava.
Oh!
I'm glad somebody did their research.
Super nerd.
Which means there is a high concentration of magnesium and iron in them.
No.
This is gonna suck, Gilbert. Get ready.
Which inspires him to cast heat metal.
Yep.
No!
Oh no!
There's too much iron in your blood.
He is going to roll to decide which of your two bracers on your wrists he's going to cast
You're
it
about
on.
to lose the hand, kiddo.
All right, wrist is coming off.
On your left bracer, it just automatically becomes glowing hot. And he casts this at 3rd level.
And then Kai casts Counterspell.
Oh shit!
Kai immediately recognizes this as a burning metal, and he's afraid for the captain as well as anybody else who's wearing metal, and does not want the shocking reaction that the captain got to happen to anybody else again. Kai reaches out his hand. It becomes like an elongated dragon claw, and stops the spell.
Pop.
Thanks, Kai!
Incredible.
Amazing.
That wouldn't have been fun!
Incredible.
Way to go, Kai.
Yeah.
Kai, well done. Because he rolled a certain thing on his chronolometer device, he will accelerate through time, and even though this initial casting fizzled out, he's going to attempt to cast it again.
No!
You bitch.
He can't cast it on 3rd level again, so he will cast it at 2nd level.
Oh my god.
He will attempt with his additional action from his time bandage feature from the chronolometer. We'll take another action, which is to cast it again. I'll roll to randomize the bracers again. This time he'll cast it on the right one.
My good hand!
Prepare to take a lot of damage.
You will take from this glowing red-hot bracer, Gilbert, 10 fire damage.
Probably smells great.
It will continue to glow hot and potentially do damage if it stays.
Oh.
Can he stick it in the ice storm?
Cool off. Cool off, Phil.
Good question.
Why is everyone trying to make me hot?
Next up is Charla.
I'm gonna do my tried and true short bow this cat closest to me, sneak up and then re-hide myself with my little short bow. With my little short bow.
You are already hidden in the bush, so
Yes.
you'll pop out and attack with advantage to sneak attack, and then if you so wish, you can use your cunning action to hide again.
With advantage.
The 16 will hit.
Great.
Damage.
19.
So it's not enough to take him out entirely, but sure, we'll say that arrow goes through his jaw, takes out the lower part of his skull.
Yeah.
So he's just got the upper part of his skull remaining now.
Little old half face.
And then how about you just roll that hide action really quick? He might be looking around to see where that came from.
It came from nowhere.
She did it.
Yeah.
I'll roll for him for fun, but he'll look around and be like,
wow, this desert is so verdant.
just a bush, yeah.
I didn't know we decorated.
He forgot.
Wow.
Tumbleweed
He's in the desert.
Is it Christmas already?
It is his turn. He looks around without the bottom part of his skull, does not see Charla.
Because I am so stealthy.
Sees this powerful caster in front of him, Kai.
Oh, thank fuck.
He also sees Reggie. He's engaged with the 4 of you now. He will split 2 scorching rays at Kai and 1 at Reggie.
My bad.
Rude.
Definitely rude.
Kai.
How impolite.
2 12s. Does 12 hit you?
12 does not hit.
And then a 14 at Reggie.
Nope.
So he tries and fails to Scorching Ray both of you, and will retreat.
That's a long retreat.
That's his full movement.
So far.
Next one to go is the one next to the leader. He will also go back into the storm so that he can see Gilbert and Beetle here pretty well. And he will use, the same thing, that Scorching Ray attack. He will do 2 for Beetle and 1 for Gilbert. Does 14 hit you, Beetle?
14 does hit me.
And does 13 hit you, Gilbert?
Does not.
Okay, so both of these will connect with you, Beetle.
Great.
These Scorching Rays. The first will do 5 fire damage. The second will do 4.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements.
Nice.
It is fire.
Okay, so how much do I take?
9. Okay, next is Billowby, the top of the round.
Alright, you see Billowby eyes darting between our purple friend over here and poor little Gilbert over there, cooking like bacon. And he's gonna make a beeline 25 feet, and I'm gonna say, alright, leave the little one out of this, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on Gilbert.
Ooh!
Interesting.
So,
Save the child!
King!
What's gonna happen?
it's one creature, object, or magical effect. I suppose I'm gonna target specifically heat metal, just to not fuck around with the gauntlets themselves. And you said they cast it at 3rd level, correct?
They cast it. This one's at 2nd level, because the one was 3rd level, was a counter spell.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna read you this glorious line. Absolute magical prose.
I'm ready.
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Punto.
Nice.
Woo!
No checks needed.
Hell yeah.
Billowby, I owe you some good shrooms that I have in my bag.
Amazing.
What?
I will not be forgetting about that.
How do you already know about shrooms?
Dearie, can you make sure that one doesn't get too close? And he gestures to the one that is to Lilith, being like, hey, Selene, sorry. Selene, and being
Celine's
like,
gonna feel an actual dagger in her heart for a quick second. We get it all the time.
Is Lilith here?
but yeah, he's just gonna look at Selene and be like, could you make sure that one doesn't get too close, dearie?
Which one?
The one 10 feet away from you.
I can do my best.
Thank you.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
All right, so no longer do you feel that searing metal in your wrist, Gilbert.
Nice.
As the round comes to an end and Beetle is up.
So Beetle is gonna look through the ice storm and say,
That wasn't very nice, but I can play too.
and I'm gonna cast Heat Metal on the chronolometer.
Get it!
Okay.
Good fuck!
Yes.
Melt that bone!
Right, this device, he's not just holding it, it's sort of like worked its way into his skeletal form. It's not just something he can drop on a gut reaction, and it begins to sear his bones. Why don't you roll the damage for that?
Sear the bones.
That'll be a 9 fire damage.
Get him!
Fire.
Why didn't we do this sooner?
With that 9 damage, it is enough. You'll see him try to fling it off horrifically as it melts through his bone and his arm falls off, and then he collapses in a pile of bone.
Woo!
Nice.
Wow.
Dead again.
Amazing.
Dead again.
Defeated, and the device falls to the ground, I suppose still white hot from this spell. As it collapses onto the ground, Kai, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
You got it.
No!
15.
With a 15, you just get a little twinge of, I want it.
No!
And you think you feel for a moment something in your bag rotates as if that wheel of stars just shifted slightly in your sack.
Ew.
Next up is Selene.
I don't like that.
Selene.
I'd love to cast Shatter on our friend that made this whole clock bullshit with the stairs commence.
Right.
It would be a con save of 14.
All right. He will succeed the saving throw.
Okay. They take half on a success, yes.
What is Shatter exactly? Are you just breaking glass in their face? What does it look like?
They're surrounded by coupe glasses. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from the point of your choice within range. Each character within a 10-foot radius.
What a lovely tune.
I thought you might say something like that. They take half 3d8 thunder damage. A non-magical item object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell area. So, 8 damage. Thunder.
All right. Well, as this one was only at 2 HP, The coffin next to it will first explode into 1,000 splintery stakes, maybe some of which go into this guy, but he will absolutely, what does he look like as he gets shattered?
It looks like a mini comet appears above him, goes down beautifully, almost like a really gorgeous gem falling from the sky, and then you're gonna hear like a and it's gonna just
nice.
And then the bones themselves are going to splinter.
Yeah!
Wow.
Literally just dissolved into atoms.
I can get behind this.
It's like the devastation at Atlantis when like the star comes down and then there's just this whoosh of sound.
100%.
Oh, was there a skeleton there a second ago?
Yeah.
The ice storm is gone. You can delete the blue circle.
Thank you. Nice. A couple of these skeletal mystics still remain standing as we move into Reggie's turn.
Reggie is going to take a full dash action to go next to this Skelly Belly.
Oh, all right.
Next to Selene. And then he is going to take his action surge so he can attack twice.
All right.
So first one, 17.
17 will hit.
Yeah. Amazing.
13 damage.
What does it look like, Reggie?
He swipes into it and the bones just like kind of pause and then just collapse comically on the ground.
Yeah.
So one mystic remains. Suddenly, those who are near the door, perhaps Charla in particular.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God.
You might notice by the entrance, outside, of course, is just the endless desert rippling outward like an ocean of hot morning sand. And you notice that coming towards you almost seems like a wave moving underneath the sand.
Shit.
And as this wave approaches...
Arrhythmic.
Yes! Desert power!
And the camels begin to stir outside. They will get out of the way as this wave of sand reaches the door, and suddenly the sand collapses, but the wave continues in the form of water. And it is not just ordinary water.
For fuck's sake.
It is water glittering with darkness and starlight. And this water will splash down and suddenly find its way onto the feet of several of you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You are hidden, Charla, so this water makes its way past you.
Oh, thank God! Charlotte's just like against the wall, like, nope, just like gets on tiptoe.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
No.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
Being on the coffin do anything for me?
Yeah, I'm inside the coffin, as I previously established.
A boat.
A little boat.
Get in, guys! Come on! I'm the new boatman.
We need a new boatman.
So, as that water pools around your feet, it will indeed start to take the form around those who it finds the feet of.
Those who aren't sneaky.
And you see big, watery, astral hands forming around you. So, we will have everyone, except for Charla, make for me a strength saving throw as this water attempts to whelm you up.
No, you guys.
Oh, no, that's
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
I think this is definitely my moment to use Bardic Inspiration.
My best stack.
Oh,
God. 15.
I got a 17.
18, despite having a -1 to strength.
These fucking guys.
Billowby, you will take 16 bludgeoning damage as this surrounds you. And you will take 15, Kai, as this hand successfully whelms you up. You are floating in astral water.
Can I breathe?
As these hands finish coming in and attempting to wash you up, you will see, certainly, Charla, next to you, the last bit of this astral water that's trickling in starts to form a different-looking figure. And at the doorway, just near you, appears a blue elemental standing 7 feet tall, rather humanoid-looking, and she smiles as she enters the room.
Satara.
Nope.
Dang it.
At the same moment that this happens, you hear dung 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 as appears a spider.
Yeah!
This looks a great deal like the spiders you fought in the Temple of the Tranquil Soul. However, it's not wearing a green gem on its abdomen. It is a blue gem. In addition, it doesn't look super healthy. It looks a little bit like it's been tampered with dark magic. Some sort of evil energy has been infecting it, and it sort of perhaps has caused it to be more powerful, but also clearly has been affecting it in ways. She will look around, smiling, and her eye will rest for a moment at Beetle.
Hi!
And she will wave back as she says, "It is time for you to return to your true self, my love."
No, I'm good. What?
Your love?
Insight check? Like, do I even hear any of this? I'm in water.
Those of you who are able to observe that see that as she says this, she pulls out an object. It's a large stone cylindrical object, and it's covered in faint orange glowing primordial text. And she will continue, speaking directly at Beetle. "I have found him. Soon we will all be together in the dream home forever." And she will begin to twist this cylindrical object, and some of the rows of it will sort of start to rotate in a contrary motion. As she does this, the text starts to glow a brighter orange, and she smiles. But suddenly, it stops rotating, and it seems to crack, and the smile slowly leaves her face, and her expression shifts to one of surprise, then horror, as a spindly black mist seeps from the cylinder and wraps its way down around her arm. "What is this? No! No! No!" And a shadowy mass erupts from the cylinder and consumes her in what seems to be thousands of shadowy spiders.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Selene just groans.
You notice a slight shake of the leaves by the door.
This insect plague erupts from where she is standing.
No.
Oh no!
And if you happen to be in this large storm of spiders, you will be covered by these things, this swarm. As it makes its way out, Charla, I believe you're the only one hit here.
Yeah. Can Beetle voluntarily jump in?
Beetle gets excited.
Beetle, please come catch these bugs.
As this happens, you will make a Constitution saving throw.
Why?
Thousands of shadowy magical spiders are whipping around.
I know.
Oh no!
Get ready to consume your next decade's worth of spiders in one sitting.
You will take the full. It's only 15 damage that you take.
Only 15 damage.
As it enters
Only
your
15.
area.
Okay.
It will perhaps continue to do damage to you if you stay in this area. And as Satara screamed and this insect plague erupts out from her, at that moment, as her voice is buried, this spider begins to contort a little bit. And clearly it suffers as its abdomen opens up and its body collapses like a husk on the ground. Out of its abdomen crawls. The first thing you notice is the stench. This horrid sulfuric stench erupts from it as this yellow ichor begins to, with spindly limbs, crawl out in place of this spider.
What is happening?
I don't like it.
We are so screwed.
The JRPG second phase.
And this thing looks around at you in the room.
Oh my
Gross.
God.
What?
Oh.
Hate it.
They can't see me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm full of spiders, but I'm still hidden.
In this same moment, these watery hands of astral starlight, as Satara's no is drowned out by spiders and this horrid thing erupting from her spider friend's body, these hands collapse to a pool of water. So those of you who are whelmed are no longer whelmed, but those puddles of astral starlight quickly form into thousands more spiders, and these hands will form once again, but now they are made of thousands of spindling spiders.
What is happening? Why?
No.
Why?
If you have arachnophobia, this episode may not be for you.
Trigger warning.
Straight up not for you?
Hey,
Spider
I hate it.
What's the one skeleton still doing? Just
Jaw is totally on the floor.
The last skeletal mystic is just taking all this in as well, just as shocked as you all are.
Oh, God.
Hey, you guys seeing this? Am I seeing this right?
Did y'all do this?
Kai, it's your turn.
Oh, yay. I'm going to do... This dramatically changes what my original plan was.
You are in the same space as this writhing mass of spiders in hand form. One of 4 in the room.
Shocking grass?
While you're in a shocking grasp.
That's pretty shocking of you.
A shocking gasp and a shocking grasp.
I'm shocked.
A port stop and a sort of drop. Whatever he says.
Is it just a hand? It's a hand made out of spiders, basically? And I'm in it?
It is technically a swarm of insects.
Oh.
Beetle's thrilled.
How biblical.
I love this. Beetle is just like so happy. He hates water. These things turn from water to spiders.
Beetle, come and save me.
Kai is not having a good time. I guess shocking grasp on the hand. I make a melee spell attack with a dirty 20.
Woo!
So that's 1d8 plus 4 lightning damage. That's 5 damage.
All right, well, it's enough to see several of the spiders certainly fall off dead onto the ground, and a little bit of the mass of the hand deteriorated away.
I'm going to move into the darkness.
Nice.
Ooh.
You will take an opportunity attack.
All right. Oh, I use shield. My AC becomes 19.
So as you are dashing into the darkness, spiders try to bite into you.
Kai just goes, no!
But you cast this reaction just in time to shield yourself. All right, as you disappear into darkness in the center of the room, next is Gilbert. You and Beetle are both sharing spaces with the same one of these hands.
Beetle, are these the kind of spiders that you like?
Oh, great question, buddy. I like all creepy crawlies.
All right, well, I'm just gonna apologize for this one in advance, then. I'm, like, in the same space, but, like, I'm near the 2 top, like, left fingers, like the middle finger and the pointer finger. I'm going to hug them, and at the same time, I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch.
Alrighty.
Melt those bugs.
And that is a 27. Does that hit?
27 hits.
I'm going to use Channel Divinity, and my Channel Divinity is Touch of Death. When you hit a creature with the melee spell attack, you can spend a Channel Divinity use to deal an extra 21 points of necrotic damage.
21?
What kind of beast are you, Gilbert?
Who are you?
Who is
Where
this
did you
kid?
come from?
I'm so proud.
Let me roll my damage because I'm casting at the 3rd level.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So that's 30.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This horrible dark energy indeed melts away almost all of this hand. Only 3 spiders remain still engaged with you, but the rest have fallen to ashy corpses at your feet.
I look over to Scary Death Iker thing. I'm going to use Mind Link, which was one of my racial traits.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Excuse me?
So I just want to be like, bro! Sorry, I'm going to get the voice back. Bro! What's up? Why this? Why? What's going on? What is the cylinder? What are you? I want to get to know you.
Who hurt you?
You seem way more fun to fight with than fight against. We can team up against lady person. Yeah. Sound good? Great. Cool. Yeah.
How about you roll a persuasion as you're trying to make this sort of proposition?
That's a 10.
Its spindly yellow limbs, still sort of coming out of the spider's corpse, has been watching you as you have taken down most of these spiders. Yellow goop drips from its face as its red eye looks at you and says, in your mind, I want to know you as well.
Oh
no!
Is this? So do you want to be friends or?
That'll be your turn.
Oh shit!
Next is Charla.
No!
Oh no.
Oh God. Okay, so am I still just surrounded by spiders, or have they made their way back out the door?
They have not moved. You are surrounded. If you end your turn in this writhing mass, you will take more damage.
Okay, then I don't want to do that. I want to get out of this writhing mass.
All right.
I would really like to not be here anymore. Instinct says that since I am a shrub, I have a little bit of an ability to roll within the shrub. So I'm just gonna tumbleweed myself right there.
I would say, as from the misty black spell, you come out as a bush with little feet walking out. You have to hide again to be hidden and get your sneak attack.
Okay.
So stealth again.
I'm so stealthy.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Much stealth.
Oh my god. 27. Yes, I am. I am so stealthy.
Thank the gods.
Okay, and now you have an attack action.
I'm gonna shoot the one immediately in front of me.
Sure, 16 will hit.
And now I'm not hidden anymore.
Oh, my lady, there you are.
You do shish kebab a good handful of these spiders.
Perfect.
Nice.
Delicious.
Snack for Beetle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spider kebabs.
Spider kebabs, bring me back my arrows when you're done.
On the skeletal mystic's turn, it will, seeing the object, the chronolometer, still glowing red hot, try to use part of its robe to try to pick it up and then run into the darkness. So if it rolls well, it'll just kind of have it in its little skeletal hood bindle.
Great.
And if it rolls poorly, it'll take the damage.
Great.
So it'll roll a sleight of hand.
Bindle.
With a natural 1.
Face first on it, and it just gets seared to its cheek.
Correct. So it collapses in a pile of dead bones. The last skeletal mystic dies on top of Dill's searing hot chronolometer. Next up is some nasty, nasty things.
Gross. No.
Still staring at you, Gilbert. You have this mind link connection with this demon, and it will shudder for a moment, and you'll feel that shudder ripple up your spine as you make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, I'm good at these.
Says confidently.
I rolled like shit. 11. I have a +8 in wisdom saving throws.
Incredible.
You have let yourself be perhaps too exposed in this mind link, which you're still trying to figure out the details of, and this demon has taken advantage of you connecting with it. That shudder up your spine, you can feel your free will leave your body.
What?
Guys?
You have been dominated.
Oh, crap.
Oh, no.
I hate it when a mind link goes the other way.
Oh no.
Guys, something's feeling iffy.
Oh, Gilbert, your eyes are glowing real weird.
You done fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Gilbert, kiddo.
Gilbert's not here.
And you will hear instructions in your head, still mind links to this thing, and it will tell you to use that same spell on the friend next to you on your turn.
Vampiric touch?
Yes, and if you're able to, also that channel divinity bonus.
Yep, I can.
So you just feel not even the urge, but just the absolute need as you are dominated to do that on your turn.
Can I still communicate at all, or is this like
You can't be like, heads up, here comes vampiric touch.
Yes. Is he taking over my brain as well as my body, or just the limbs?
You feel that no words can leave your mouth or your brain, so you're trying to speak mentally and you're just muted. He has just so precisely controlled your free will that you can no longer communicate. That's the thing's turn. The 3 spiders that remain at the heels of you, Beetle, will bite at you.
Oh, come on,
Beetle,
come on. Just get in the jar.
They roll a nat 1, so I will give you an opportunity to scoop them up.
Get in the jar!
With a dex reaction.
I would like to do that.
That's a 12.
So you're unable to. They're crawling up.
Come in.
Maybe
Come
one
on.
your ankle.
Get
but
in
you're
there.
not able to, in the hubbub of it all, scoop them up as a reaction. As you're trying to do that, the one next to you, which is still quite healthy, will use its fingers to have thousands of spiders bite at your body. Does a 14 hit you?
Yep.
All right, you will feel the bite. Selene, you will be attacked by 2 of these hands. The first one, does a 16 hit?
Absolutely the fuck not. And that's what Selene says as it tries to hit her.
The fuck not.
The other one will also not hit you, so you're well armored.
She just doesn't like being touched.
That's all from the hands, so we'll go to the top of the round now. The insect plague at the doorway still sits there, fully writhing.
I'm gonna wild shape into a giant spider.
Excellent. Powerful.
Please do.
And try and convince these spiders to fight for me.
The only spider I can get behind. Beetle for president. Let's go.
This is exactly what I expected Beetle to do.
So you'll use your action to wild shape into a giant spider.
That's correct.
And then you'll get some sort of bonus action to, I'll say it'll be an animal handling with disadvantage because they are clearly set out against you and not easily swayed.
14 with disadvantage.
Come on, I'm like you. Look, let's go. Let's.
The spiders regard you and perhaps don't feel like they want to attack you anymore, but they don't feel like they necessarily need to obey your orders. Is what you can tell from their body language.
Spider be like, don't know who the fuck you are, but
you're not my boss.
Okay, you're not my boss.
You're not my mama.
Okay, then I guess then I'm just gonna stand above them as a giant spider.
Next is Selene, followed by Reggie.
I'm going to take my full movement to go this way, accepting whatever opportunity attack.
All right, yeah. They'll attack at you twice.
This is like Selene's having a bad time. She already didn't like spiders before the whole like Eliestre law thing happened.
Does a 16 hit?
It doesn't. And again, she says, fuck off.
But a 21.
100% does, yeah.
All right, so the slightly larger massive spiders will hit you. Come on, D4. 5 damage on you.
I'll take it. So I'm going to cast Mage Hand right where the thing is. I'm going to have my Mage Hand grab the thing and just come on back to me using its movement.
Okay, here's what I'll have you do. Because Mage Hand specifically says 5 pounds.
How heavy is it?
We're about to find out.
We're going to roll a D8 to see how heavy this thing is.
Cool,
if it's a
cool,
6
cool.
or higher, then it will not quite lift off the ground.
Okay.
If it's lower than 6, then this object does not actually weigh that much, and you can Mage Hand.
Cool. I got 5.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yeah, 5.
It's, for a moment, feels heavy, but then Mage Hand feels just strong enough. You do lift it up.
I'm just going to have the Mage Hand take its movement to be just right next to me, and I'm not touching it either.
Okay.
I just want to have it near me. And then, as my last bit of action, I'm going to look and lock eyes with Sir Reggie and just go, you're the best of us, kid. Wink, and going to give you some bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you. Reggie bursts into tears.
As you receive that, it is indeed your turn, Reggie.
So wiping away his tears of gratitude, he feels emboldened to strike the hand that he's currently shaking hands with.
Sure.
That is a 21.
Hit.
Ooh, baby.
9 slashing.
All right.
And then he's gonna hit again. That same one. 9.
The second slash went a little too wild. You don't hit.
Okay, I'm gonna save my bardic.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Next up is Kai.
So I'm totally blind. After walking into the thing, I kind of turn around and then just in the general direction north, because that's where I know all the nest of spiders is, I cast Lightning Bolt.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Let us start, Kai. Because you ran into this magical darkness, you cannot see anything.
Right.
And then you turn around. Let's start with a perception check just to see if you can roughly get an actual hit on them. If it's lower than 15, then they will make this save with advantage.
It is 15 exactly.
All right.
Woohoo!
Okay.
You feel confident enough that you do know exactly where to send that lightning bolt. Both of these spider hands will make this saving throw.
DC is 15.
The left one will fail, and the right one will fail.
All right. 8d6. 31 points of damage.
Woo!
Okay, amazing.
Hell yeah.
Got some damage dealing boys in this groove.
As from this sphere of magical darkness erupts this immense beam of electric energy, it jolts through both of these spider hands. It is enough. What does it look like?
All of a sudden, like, the darkness kind of gets illuminated a little bit as, like, Kai's entire body, like, starts to, like, go, like, static, like, electrifying.
Yeah.
And then he just makes the hand signs and then shoots the beam out into where he perceives it, just missing Beetle's nose. Like, huge beam of lightning goes by and just burns, like, all the bugs that are around.
Fab.
Great.
They just pop like popcorn.
Yeah, incinerated. And then what's left is, like, a black track of where the lightning bolt was.
And it indeed goes past Beetle's pincers, as Beetle is in giant spider form.
Yes.
Still having clear instructions, Gilbert, you know this is Beetle, and you are forced to take that exact action that you just took.
So we're casting Vampiric Touch at the 3rd level. Beetle does a dirty 20 hit.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Great. So that's going to be 3d6 with the Channel Divinity. 35.
Well, I pop right back into Beetle.
The giant spider body serves its purpose and exploding.
Ow, what the hell?
You will end your turn just intending to do it again.
What?
So next up is Charla.
I really truly cannot do anything about the cloud of spiders by the door. So I'm not gonna. I'ma shoot my arrows. Pew pew. Straight back into the hand that I shot before. I'ma see if I can just end it. Probably not.
Hop in the bush first.
Hide then shoot.
Let's see the stealth check. Ooh, you actually stumble out of the bush, and so you do not get to attack with advantage. The 12 still hits, so you'll roll without sneak attack.
7 piercing. Does that do anything at all to it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So it's down to like the last third of its original size as more spidery shish kebabs fly out the other side.
I do like the image of spidery shish kebabs. I think I'm gonna stick with that. It's a good safe image as opposed to
powerful, strong
them
feeling.
like splattering and crawling everywhere else.
I'm just picturing like arrows covered in spiders flying by Selene's head.
Yeah, I'm having the worst time.
That's exactly what's happening.
She mutters to herself quietly.
I would never hit you. I would never hit you, Selene.
I trust that. It's nothing to do with you. It's everything to do with the spiders.
Yeah, I feel that.
The large yellow demon will start making its way towards both Beetle and Gilbert.
Uh-oh.
Just before it reaches you, it will disappear into a yellowy mist.
You
hate mist.
And the yellowy mist will disappear into the writhing mass of black spider magic by the door.
What?
Oh no.
No.
This seems bad.
Absolutely not.
I got a plan.
But Beetle, you can take an opportunity attack as it mists by you.
Sure. Take my unarmed strike. Ha! 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Great. So that will be 0 damage, but I still have my fire damage.
You're right, because you have -1 strength.
I have -1 strength, so my unarmed strikes do nothing. So I will still do a d6 for... Oh, that's 6 fire from the absorbed element.
Okay, the mist will take that 6 fire damage, which means it has to try to maintain concentration on what it's doing to Gilbert. So I will roll publicly. 13, so Gilbert, you still feel compulsed to do what it wants you to do.
Damn it. Okay.
As this thing disappears quite willingly into the shadowy mist by the door. Next up is the spidery hands. They will both go for Reggie, attacking with advantage.
God damn it.
Both connect. However, because they are both smaller than they once were, the damage is less since there's less of them. So the first one will deal 5 piercing damage. Next one will deal 2 piercing damage to you.
Rude.
And that's their turn. So Beetle, having just popped back into spider form, it is now your turn.
Gilbert, what the hell?
My eyes are just like still glowing and hands glowing from vampiric touch, like a red-purple hue.
Can I try and smack him?
Smack away.
You have my permission.
It's like nothing a good smack won't fix.
Beetle doesn't like this. Beetle doesn't like that the spiders aren't listening to him, that he can't catch them, that he's unnerved. So he is actually going to use Nimble Escape. Or can I just leave Gilbert's space without him getting an attack of opportunity?
He will try to attack you just as he did before.
Okay, so I'm gonna disengage. I get the sense that Gilbert is not who he thinks he is anymore.
Okay, buddy. Well, you just sort of work that out yourself.
And I'm gonna do nimble escape.
What do we do, you guys? These aren't normal spiders. Any ideas?
I have no magic. Can't do nothing.
I'm gonna try and dispel it. Just give me a second.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Good plan.
I cast Greater Invisibility on myself, so I'm just straight up invisible.
All right.
Cool. Now I'm getting away from Gilbert and just turning myself invisible because I will die if I get hit again. And I think that's it for me. So yeah, Beetle just kind of bloop.
Good shit.
Very good.
Beetle, where are you?
Next up is Selene.
So I am going to pop myself over here with my mage hand doodly following behind me. And then I'm going to look at the swarm of spiders, shudder, say under her breath, why is it always fucking spiders? And then...
Nice. Very good.
Thank you. And then cast Dispel Magic at the 4th level.
Woo!
If it is 3rd or lower, then it's automatically gone. If it is higher, then there is a DC 14 check.
I'll disclose for the sake of figuring this out, it is a 5th level spell. 4th or higher on the target, make an ability check. This is you using your spellcasting ability.
Oh!
The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so you have to make a 15 check.
So once again, I am rolling. Heard. I got 16.
Wow.
Goodbye. I don't want to see Satara, mind you. I want that to be so clear, she says as she does this.
You, of course, tap into your lunar energy, a little bit of that Eliestre special sauce to absolutely dispel this effect.
Get lost in the sauce.
As it dissolves away, for a moment, all of the bright lights in the room suddenly turn dark red.
Oh.
The red actually sort of flickers, so there's this sort of darkness and red. And as this shadowy, spidery mist dissolves, everyone hears in the room.
Oh no.
While this cackling is happening, I'm just gonna look at my mage hand, and my mage hand's just gonna like pop into my sack.
As the laughing continues, the same voice, seeming to come from nowhere now, echoing around the spire, will say, Selene, I have your sister.
Oh no!
Everybody can hear this?
I'm shaking in my leaves.
Everyone can hear this.
Lady, stay strong!
Do I recognize this voice?
Who hit it?
You knew as soon as the laugh began. You've heard that menacing cackle before, as you have witnessed such gruesome betrayals as this before. You know that this is, of course, the voice of Alira Zautil. Who she is, I won't say now, but we can discuss, and you can feel free to share when the time is right with your party, who does not recognize this.
Okay, great. I was like, am I supposed to have remembered this? Another name? Somebody write this down.
Another name?
I think that Selene isn't gonna give her the pleasure of a response yet.
Cool. That's the end of your turn. The lights will return to normal. Nothing is visible in the doorway. All that remains are the 2 hands that Reggie is engaged with, and it is Reggie's turn.
First, he shouts to Selene, "Milady, stay strong!" And then he swings at the hand that he is in twice. 13.
13 hits.
12 damage.
Half of the mass of spiders falls dead to the ground.
The second one, 18.
Hit.
13.
All right.
My goodness.
This one's down. What does it look like?
Just explodes and the spiders turn into rainbow confetti.
Woo! Amazing. I love it. I love it. A little joy.
One more quite injured hand remains. Kai's turn.
Blind into darkness. Don't know if I hit anything. I decide that I'm going to leave the said darkness in the direct position and then run into Beetle.
I am invisible, so you definitely trip over me. You run out of the darkness and just trip over an invisible rock.
Make a dex save as you emerge from the darkness to being able to see, but then hitting something that you can't see to see if you fall prone.
13?
13, you don't quite fall, but you certainly stop moving.
Ow!
As you move out and run into Beetle.
What?
It's me, buddy.
Oh, and then I just, as he says that, I literally cast Magic Missile at the other...
at him.
At the bug hand. Level 1, so it's just...
Alright, let's see if those 3 will be enough.
That's 6.
Not quite. Some spindly, spidery fingers remain. Next up is Gilbert, who, even without that thing in the room, still feels exactly the way he did on his last turn.
What?
Sees Beetle in range.
Nuh-uh, I'm invisible.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm fucking invisible!
You're right. You will either attempt to find Beetle or turn to Kai and attempt to attack him instead.
No.
I will roll for it. You will just barely decide instead, not seeing Beetle, to go for Kai. So you will attempt to use Vampiric Touch. Do you have any slots?
Yes, I do.
So you, still glowing with your eyes, will use your movement to get in range of Kai and attempt to use this attack.
Kai does it's a nat 20.
Just a nat 20.
What do you think, Twinkle Toes?
Okay, so nat 20.
Kai, you turn to Gilbert, right? And you've been in the darkness for a lot of this. You turn to this boy who you've decided to start trusting, though you were skeptical of him at first. And you see his eyes as he approaches you, glowing with his necrotic energy. And with a vacant expression, he will roll double damage of this spell on you.
Okay, so first one was 8.
Okay.
Next is 11, so that's 19 of necrotic damage.
You okay, buddy? That's why I'm invisible.
I feel like Gilbert has like drool dripping down his mouth at this point.
Yeah, you're pretty zombified, just like totally at the mercy still of this effect.
Yeesh.
Charla's turn.
Charla's gonna short bow the rest of that hand out of the way.
All right.
More spider shish kebabs. It's what I got. I've already fallen out of my bush. 27.
Okay, great.
Yeah! Ooh, that's a natty 20, baby.
Yeah.
But you certainly finish the job here. You get a third arrow through and destroy all of them.
Woo! You're darn tootin', I do.
While Gilbert remains in this state, we will remain in combat.
Oh man.
Kai does not look good.
What is happening?
Kai's looking pretty dry. He's looking husky.
My lord, do you need a lozenge? Some water?
Are you dehydrated?
Beetle, your turn.
I'm just gonna try and snap him out of it with a little bit.
Do it.
I'll do frostbite.
Chill, man.
So it'll be a con save of 16, Gil.
13.
You'll take 4 cold damage.
And you will make another wisdom saving throw, Gilbert.
Yay!
Wisdom save of 14 to break free from this.
Come on, Gil.
So that was a 23.
So Gilbert's back?
So Gilbert, as this frost damage ripples across you, you feel control of yourself come back, and still just slightly mind-linked, you hear, "See you soon."
God!
No.
Damn it.
In your own mind. Regaining control of yourself, we will leave initiative.
Woo!
Well, that was a doozy of an episode right there. Glad our party made it through. I hope you did too. We'll see you next time to figure out exactly what just happened. My name is Ben. We are the Troubadours. Thanks for tuning in.